The bomb. There it goes. Rogers is underneath it. He's got it. It's a try. Matthew Rogers.
They want to pull the Great Britain forwards in before letting it out wide. Steve Rogers, oh, look at that.
At his best, Steve Rogers rated as one of the best half-dozen centres to play the game. Now, in another era, at the same club that brought his father so much fame, 23-year-old Matt Rogers is more than a chip off the old man's block. He is the complete league package, lock, stock and barrel.
I knew it was going to be tough for me with Dad, and you know, I thought, you know, not too many father and sons have played for Australia, not too many father and sons have played sort of rep footy. So I knew sort of thing, that was another thing that the sort of history was against me and stuff, but...
surfing was a great calling for him too, let me tell you.
Unique talent saw Matt not only become a regular first grader, but represent his state and, much to his father's great delight, wear the green and gold of Australia last year for the first time.
Well, you know, obviously I'm very proud. I mean, but, you know, he didn't have to play, first grade football for me to be proud of him either, I might add. But, you know, he had to do it tough early, you know, being the fact that he was my son. And, you know, it was always, you know, is he going to be as good as his dad, or you're never going to be as good as your dad, all that sort of stuff. And, you know, he's worked hard and worked through that, and, you know, he's a footballer in his own right now. And I'm better known now as Matt Rogers' dad.
Rogers, 12 in, 25 out. At 2-0, courtesy of his boot. This time it's there again.
After this year's first State of Origin, Matt arrived home to a hero's welcome. The young man with a young family is having a season of seasons. His club leads the competition, and the night before, his boot kicked Queensland to victory. Matt had scored all his side's points, including the match-winning field goal.
Back they go for Matt Rogers. Oh! Matt Rogers, the hand goes up. The hand is up. It's 1 point. Queensland are in front.
It's funny, in talking with John Lang, who's obviously had Matty under his wing for the last, 6 years? Yeah. Whenever there's a pressure situation, you know, and I'm sort of tending to look through, you know, these sorts of ones when he's got a tough kick, you know, Langy says, don't worry, Dad, he said he'll kick it, you know, and it's one thing with him, you know, the more important or the tougher the kick, you know, he tends to knock them over, and, you know, it's been fairly true this year. And in the State of Origin, the goal kicks, you know, didn't surprise me one bit, because he's been in very good touch this year, and nor did the field goal, because he had a grounding in rugby union as a 5'8", and then if you can't kick field goals as rugby union 5'8", you're in trouble.
There is no tougher arena in rugby league football, but this slightly built will-o'-the-wisp more than broke even with the Lang Park pressure cooker and the build-up to the big night.
I think Darren Smith sort of summed it up in a pretty good way, because I said to him before the game, I said, what happens? Does everyone just get stronger and faster or something? He said, no, he said, I think it's just everyone's trying to have the game of their life on one night, you know, and I think that's a pretty good summation of it, because everyone's just out there just trying so hard, and makes it tough for you.
Have a look at Tommy's boots. He was a captain. Have a look at the boots he's got. he's got Reddy's boots on.
In career terms, Steve is still the football benchmark in the family. But there's no denying Matt has come a long way since that first memorable tackle as a 4-year-old.
I just kept drumming into him like match day, you know, tackle the bloke with the ball. First tackle he made was an absolute screamer. The only problem was it was his own man. Half time I had to grab him. I said, Matty, the kids in the other jumpers, tackle them.
Bit of advice I've followed since then.
Matt Rogers' golden year took a further turn for the better when, along with a couple of teammates, he straightened out an out-of-control off-field life by converting to Christianity.
God is good, you know, it's just been a tremendous help in my life. It's just really turned it around, you know. Just the love God's shown me.
For that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's really been the settling of him, and you know, it's given him a lot more direction, and he's just far happier in life in general. And
no, I was a bit of a wild sort of a bloke, you know. Always wanted to be the life of the party and stuff like that, and you know, probably used to, you know, drink a bit too much and stuff like that. But like I said, it's all plain sailing now.
A lot of league followers will also claim Matt converted to being a Queenslander. Although born in New South Wales, he played his early representative football north of the border. He had a free choice to play with the Blues or the Maroons. he chose the latter. That has been a bone of contention since he starred in the first State of Origin.
The only reason I came back to Sydney was to play for Cronulla. You know, if I wasn't playing footy, I'd certainly be still in Queensland. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm as maroon as they come.